Can you actually chat a little bit more about that, about the support you have? Because I know we get a lot of questions about the differences between universities in Canada and universities in Australia. Do they have all those support systems, the cohort? Do you have study groups? So what's your best advice for thriving in the program, I guess I should say?
I mean, if you think you might have ADHD, get diagnosed before you go, not right after grad school, that probably would have helped. But that's a different thing. There's lots of, oh, we're going to step out of the room. And a student rep walks in and it goes, hey guys, here's a Google Drive folder full of every textbook you'll ever need and a whole bunch of old stuff, and a whole bunch of this stuff and that. Senior classmen, there would be or upper class people, they would be the, practice sessions coming down the line, lots of digital resources available to you. People would get to, and it takes a little while to find the flow with it and the cohort to really come together, but there would be study sessions and you would just walk into one of the classrooms that we would have our sessions in, and there'd be people there working almost every day after class, and you could just kind of join in quite often. There was we had a Facebook page for the class, which was about the only reason any of us used Facebook still. And it was really useful to be able to communicate things and help each other out. The profs there, and I would say even compared to my experience in undergraduate, every single one of them wanted you to succeed and were really willing to put themselves on the line and take that extra step to help you. We're here, I found, and I mean, this may be the undergraduate versus master's kind of difference. They wanted to make sure that you were okay. And if you came and asked for help, you would have a little bit of time. But for example, I encountered some interpersonal issues with a patient's kid who was a decade older than me, where they were acting inappropriately. And I emailed one of the profs on a Sunday, and all of a sudden my cell phone was ringing from their personal phone, making sure that I was okay. Those little things go very far in my eyes, and every single one of them wanted you to succeed. It was quite hard to fail out, quote unquote. They would drag you kicking and screaming through it and make sure you had every opportunity to succeed and you didn't get just kind of lost in the woodwork. If something happened in your life, or you were dealing with the stresses of being away from home and the course load and the clinic load and all of those things, or you suffered a tragedy, or you broke your ankle, right? All of these things, they would support you through.
Yeah, I agree. Like what Christian said. So, the professors, I'm not too sure, Christian said this as well. I don't know if it's an undergrad to grad school thing, but your cohort is a lot smaller. So you're going through your entire 2 to 3 years, whatever program you decide. You're going through it with those people. You're doing every course together relatively. You become like family with your cohort, and the professors there are, they're professionals, right? They're all physios, and they're coming to the teaching profession to, help make new good physio. So they're going to be your colleagues. They're not, out to get you. They really are there to help you succeed. And not even by the end of it, but well into the first semester, like most professors know most people by name. You're on a first name basis. You're all together. You're learning together. My biggest tip would be to make a good group of friends. They are pretty good because you spend so much time together and you are honestly quite intimate. Like you're doing a lot of hands-on practice with each other. So, it's a level of intimacy in a way where it's so hands-on that you do need to be quite comfortable with your classmates. And so they do a really good job at the beginning of university. You go usually to like orientation camps and you go away for a weekend and you do a lot of bonding with everybody that you've just met. And, I would say find your people right away. And, obviously it can change throughout the time, but try to make those connections, put in the effort to, form those relationships. And then with that, that's where people form their study group. So, after structured class or prac classes, there's people in the prac rooms practicing, you're meeting on weekends, and, there's just no way that you can know all of it and be strong in all of it. You need the support of your peers to really help you learn off each other, help other people learn. And it's really that collaboration that's going to save you. And I feel like I made that mistake in first semester. Not that I didn't make connections, but I did know some other people outside of school. I wanted to hang out with them. I wanted to travel around a bit and didn't prioritize those relationships. And my studies reflected it. I didn't fail out or anything, but I succeeded a lot more starting in second semester when I spent my, after school on weekends with my classmates. Actually, that's how me and my partner got together, because we started going to the library together every night and on weekends. And like, that's how we've even formulated a relationship. But you really do have to lean on your peers in a pretty big but amazing way. Like, you've just formed crazy connections as well. But, and like Christian said, the professors are just amazing at giving you that support. And if you do need anything beyond that support that you're getting with your peers, they're there night and day. You have their phone number, you have their email, and they will support you and they will really advocate for you if you need that, if you're in that situation.